Hi, this is Anna Imagination, and welcome to the Ethical Asshole. I am your host, the Salty Bitch. This is a thing I'm starting called Wise Above the Chaos, and it is taking a very different approach of rising above chaos using wisdom. And I've been quiet a lot lately while I go into my cave and think, and I've been looking at where everything is politically, and it's one of two ways where there's a lot of really happy people, and then there's a lot of scared people. And I'm neither. I'm neither. Where I am is in a place that's in a third space where it integrates both of them. And I'm neither scared nor am I happy. And probably because when you are afraid or you're angry, what you do is you take that emotion and you use it as fuel to strategically put it toward something change, to work out whatever it is you want to work out. And I have a project that we're building in our team where every time something happens, we take action and we put it into action in this group that we have. And we have an open door policy where anyone can come in who wants to realize any dream, and they can take whatever fear or anything they've got and they can plug it into it to create whatever they need, and we fund it, fuel it, and set it off into the world. And it's a wonderful way to, and it is how you feel in control of any situation, is you take control. I hate the word control because that's not really the right word. It's action. It's action. You take action. You take strategic action towards something. And the word control is a delusion word. What a lot of people think is control is actually influence. Not a controller, you have influencers. And the word influencer is actually a lot low key than controller. And that's what the controllers, the influence, wants you to think, is because if it's just an influencer, you can say, well, don't influence me, throw them out. And that doesn't give them the power that they want. So they use a different word like power, authority, or control to make it look like they're more than just an influencer. So by changing the word control, power, or authority over to influencer, it puts a lot more power back into your place. Power doesn't work that way, though. Power can't be moved around. Power is actually your potential. This is physics. And when you have power as your potential, you can literally put it wherever you want because it's your potential. No one can take your potential away from you. They can put a barrier or an obstacle in front of you, or they can make you think there is a barrier or an obstacle in front of you. So either you have a barrier or you have the delusion of a barrier. And if you have problem solving skills and you can get those, then you can remove the barrier. That's really all this is. That's what everything is. So once you realize that everything is either a barrier or a delusion of a barrier, you can remove it. And once you also realize that people aren't power, control, authority, they're just influencers who have created either a barrier or the delusion of a barrier. Suddenly it's, oh, well, they're just influencers who've either made me think there's a barrier or there really is a barrier and I just need to problem solve it. And that is literally every problem in the entire world. You just need to maneuver around it. In order to do problem solving, you need to know your resources. And that is what we've been trained to not see. We've been trained to be blind to our own resources. So a lot of people have resources that they don't know how to see. And then they argue, well, I don't have any resources. No, you have resources. You have been trained to not see them. We're back to the delusion, which is that's part of their plan. It's part of what the influencers do. So once you know how to navigate this, and it's really like a 4-step navigational process, you can literally get around any problem. And so I'm not scared. And in addition to that, the way things are right now is exactly how they have to go for what's coming next. And what's coming next, well, let's just say it's needed. It's very much needed, and we have to get through it because there's a lesson that's going to be learned, a really horrible, hard lesson, but we have to learn it. And the only way to learn that lesson is to go through it. It's not going to be fun for a lot of people. Once you learn it, you get through it, people are going to learn, and then things are really going to turn around. You know that whole, it's going to get really, really bad before it gets really, really good? Well, welcome to the really, really, really bad. But it's part of the lesson, and you got to get through it. So, wise above the chaos, this entire podcast, everything I do on my channel, is literally a walkthrough of everything you need to do to get you through what's coming. And I think that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Yeah. I have my Traumatic Healing available. And those are the full courses that you need in order to walk through the how-to guide of all of this. They're free. Those are available on my website. And thank you. Thank you, and may the kindest of words always find you.